Hi, my name is Agata. Welcome in Agata's Cottage. Today is my 11th video under hashtag fridaysews. Friday Sews was organized by Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room. Under this hashtag, bloggers from every corner of the world are gathering every Friday and they are having long distance tea or a coffee, chatting about their sewing makes, their plans, a little bit what happened in their lives. I do love watching Friday Sews videos. They are my favorite and I highly recommend you check them out. I would like to recommend today two YouTubers that I love watching and I think I watch every single video they have recorded. First is Izzy from Dizzy Quilts and Sews. Izzy is based in Canada. She is making incredible clothes. I love her sense of taste. Majority of the clothes she makes are smart casual or business casual, and they are beautiful. Especially you should check her newest video from last Tuesday about the outfit she made. It's so stylish and put together. I can't get over it how beautiful it is. So if you haven't checked Izzy yet, please go check her channel. She is almost at 1000 subscribers, so I would appreciate if you could subscribe to her channel as well. I know it will mean a lot to her to reach her goal of 1000 subscribers for first anniversary of her YouTube. And the second YouTuber I would like to recommend is dear friend of mine, Tiffany from Hipster Handmade. So Tiffany is so energetic. She is unbelievable. Like, I can get over how much this lady gets done, especially having a little baby and working full-time. She's amazing. I love her spirit. She is so joyful and cheerful every single time she records. When I watch her videos, she makes me smile. So I highly recommend you check those two ladies. What I'm wearing today, because I will forget as always, and then I will have to go back or I will have to write it down, so I will just better tell you. So this is one of my favorite hoodies I ever made. I got this fabric a while ago in Poland, from one of the Polish Facebook groups, and I had it shipped here, and I love this print so much. It was waiting on a pile for when I will lose weight or when there will be perfect project. And then at some point when I was chatting with Alisa from Thoughtful Creativity, she said there might never be the perfect project and you do deserve your pretty fabrics. And then a while later Mari from Mari Sews was talking again about body positivity, and her video resonated with me till today, and I watch it from time to time just to remind myself that I do deserve pretty things, even though I'm not the size I was when I was 20. I don't know many people who are. But going back to my make, so this is a hack of many patterns. So bodice, I will actually stand up. So bodice is from Hipster dress, but I did cut it at the hip length. I'm not sure if you can see, but I will try to pop the picture of the hoodie if I can find it, because it's a while since I made it. So I did use the pockets from the Hipster dress, but I actually raised them a bit and I attached them with stay stitch so they are not floppy or moving. I did use as a base of hood for, I think it was Undercover hoodie by Ellie and Mac, and then I just redrafted the front to make it kind of scoop type of hood. Actually, I'm gonna put it on. like that, because you know, here in Ireland it gets windy, like unbelievably windy, and I do have tendency to have problems with my neck if, you know, we are on walk and I will get a bit sweaty and my neck will get cold, then I will get the muscle spasms and they are not fun. So I do like to have something higher here. Because Chris, Alice and I do love going for walks, I wanted something that, you know, it will fit in under my like a sports jacket, so it won't be oversized. It will be relatively snug on the sleeves, so the wind won't get anywhere basically where it shouldn't. So I do love that hoodie. Is actually one of my favorites, and to be honest, this season I completely forgot about it. I was going through my closet today, thanks to Tamlyn from Sewing on a Time. She mentioned yesterday about sewing. It's not a challenge, it's more like a styling prompt every Wednesday on Instagram, just to rotate your wardrobe. And it just occurred to me this morning, yeah, I actually haven't checked my box with my hoodies or my jumpers. Actually, that's my box with my jumpers. In a while, I was just taking whatever's first after the washing. So my cuddle tunics got a lot of wear over the last few weeks, and I was like, oh yeah, I haven't seen that in a while, and I just love it. It's so comfy. I actually need to make at least one more, because, you know, new spring is coming, so hopefully we'll get out for more walks until the hay season starts. Then I'm grounded at home, because with my asthma and the hay season, it's not a good combination, believe me. I think I will scare all the animals in the forest with my sneezing. Anyway, going back to things that I made this week. So, if you watched my fabric haul, that was very long fabric haul that I posted yesterday, and I do admire anyone who survived watching it, because a 46-minute video of showing fabrics and me rambling, it deserves a medal. I know I do talk a lot. I do love talking. And I don't like sound of my voice, surprisingly. I know, it's weird. Anyway, so I mentioned in my video that I'm planning to make boxers for Chris for his birthday. So fabrics from Ecobee arrived. I washed them. Actually, no, I showed them first to you, then I washed them. And I cut out 3 pairs of boxers yesterday. And I made only one, because I kind of lost the heart to the second part, because I did boo-boo. So I do like to chainsaw when I'm doing the same pattern over and over again. And I don't know how. I was just distracted yesterday. Actually, I was distracted whole week, but about that later. So I pin back legs together and front legs together, and I sew them on an overlocker. So I have a lot of unpinning to do, so I just abandoned thought of doing batch sewing, which normally I never have a problem with it. That was the first time I remember in a long time when I messed up like that. But anyway, I finished one pair of boxers. So that's the front. So that's the boxers. I won't be showing them for long, because I don't know how Chris feels about having his underwear on the internet, but pattern is from Ottobre magazine family. I will leave the link down below. He loves them. Every few months I do get a request for more boxers, because they are very comfortable apparently. I don't wear boxers, so I don't know, but I do appreciate the fact that homemade or handmade underwear. It's much nicer to wear than shop bought and lasts much longer. Anyway, the fabric, as I mentioned, is jersey from Ecobee, and it's great quality. And elastic is from Prim. It's super soft underwear elastic or something like that. If I can find it anywhere on internet, I will link it down below. I got mine in Whites in Newbridge. A few years ago, I actually did got a good few colors and a good few meters, although I think I have enough only to finish the 3 pairs of boxers that I have cut out, and I will need to get more. So I highly recommend that elastic. It's super soft and it lasts very long, and it's not overstretching. Like, I did notice some wear and tear on the pair of boxers that I made 2 years ago, but I think that's a good run for boxers that are washed once a week. And these 2 other things that I made are tops for Alice and for my niece. I started them in November and during a gift to November action. I meant to finish them, and then we got sick, and you know, the whole COVID thing started for us, so I haven't had the chance to finish them. I finished today neck bands and hems on the sleeves and hem on the bottom. So this one is for Alice. It has slightly puffy sleeves. And this one is for Sophia. It actually has my label on it. And this one has this details on the sleeve. Both patterns are from Ottobre magazine, and I will leave the numbers down below, and I will get into details about them in my January makes videos. So that's all what I made. I got some posts this week. So on one of the Facebook groups, Irish Facebook sewing groups, a lady posted some panels for this stash, and I do love panels, so I got some. So this one is for Alice. Oops. Isn't that cute? Like, Alice was squealing with joy when she saw this penguin. It's just adorable. And actually there is like a good, I don't know, maybe 70 centimeters to a meter of just the background fabric. I'm actually planning a video about using panels. It might be 2-part video because I'm planning a lot. So you will see that panel again. And the 2 panels are, initially I thought that they both might be for Chris, but I think one might be for me and one for Chris. We both love dragons actually, and we both have dragon tattoos on our back. Mine is prettier and bigger, but anyway. So I got this one thinking about Chris, and there's other side that I'm considering for myself, although I do know how much he loves it, because when I showed him the panel, like, his eyes were like glistening, and it rarely happens that he gets excited about fabric stuff. Like, you know, it's my domain, not his. And the 3rd piece of fabric that I got, also from this stash, is this. To be honest, I don't know what the content of it is. It's some kind of polyester blend. It's medium weight, but it's so cute. Like, I don't know if you have this, but sometimes when I see fabric is talking to me. I know it might be very weird for some people, but sometimes there is this deep need to have this specific print because I know I need it in my life. So yeah, this one just wanted to be mine. I haven't decided yet what I'm gonna make with it. There are 2 meters here, or slightly over 2 meters. Probably some kind of blouse, but as I mentioned, I haven't decided yet. If you have any suggestions what I could make with it, please feel free to share. I'm not into ruffles or anything that's close to the neck. It's just I can't wear stuff except for like hoodies and stuff like that, but that's a different case. In case of blouses, I do need a little bit more space around my neck. It's the mental thing with asthma, so apparently, according to my consultant, is quite common. And now something that made my week. So I had quite a busy week, and I was a little bit down because I didn't have time to do any sewing this week. I had appointment in my respiratory clinic in hospital on Monday about my asthma, and apparently I'm not managing as well as I thought. You know, when over time things are getting a little bit more difficult, but because it happens gradually and slowly, you don't really realize until actually someone opens your eyes. And that was with me and asthma. So I thought that things like me waking up in the night because it was a little bit hard to breathe, or getting a bit wheezy after walking up the hill. My fitness levels are down, etc. Since I sprained my ankle, I haven't really worked out properly, so I was blaming everything on that, and turned out it wasn't exactly this. It was more my lung capacity. So I got a new drug regimen and new things I need to do, and new machines I need to use. So it's I don't like to feel not in the control of something. I'm a bit of control freak, even though I know you cannot control everything in the life, but I do like to be prepared for multiple scenarios. And this threw me off my game. So I was feeling a bit vulnerable, and I do not like that. I do not like feeling weak. So and then on Tuesday I had meal prep day and cleaning, and it just I was going slowly through my list, and I didn't realize basically whole day was gone and I haven't done any sewing. Then on Wednesday Alice got ear infection, so we spent whole afternoon at doctors, and she's on antibiotics now. She was home yesterday, so we spent a lot of time cuddling and looking through old Burda magazines. By the way, do you know that back in the 90s, Burda magazine had recipes inside them, styling tips, and they had some knitting and even makeup. But the sizing was so limited. Majority of the patterns were size 34, 36, like European size 34, 36. So I think it's 6 and 8 UK size. I don't know how much is in the US sizes. I think it's one down, but I'm not 100% sure. Occasionally there was something in size 40. So me with size 48 or XL, I wouldn't be able to make anything out of them. But it was fun to look at, things from 90s and see that actually some of them are really going back to style, and some of them aren't that nice, or at least I don't like them. Anyway, so Alice was back in school today, so I did get some sewing done. She is feeling a bit better, and the doctor allowed her to go back to school today. She just said that, for a day she needs to stay home. So I'm hoping I will get some sewing done over the weekend, but it won't be much because on Monday is my birthday. I will be turning 42. So I have some guests, like my sister-in-law's coming over on Sunday for dinner and for a cake. And yes, I do bake my own birthday cake. I know it's weird, but I'm a baker in this family and I'm a cook. Because every time when Chris cooks, there's a lot of mess to clean up. Once we actually had, no, sorry, twice we had to paint the ceiling when Chris was making spaghetti bolognese. And when one of my birthdays, he tried to make pancakes. Uh, let's say you could use them as a tires in your car. They were so rubbery. But he did have good intention. So today he brought me some eclairs, because eclairs are my favorite cakes. So I will get to treat myself this evening, but tomorrow I will bake a cake. Um, I used to actually bake wedding cakes and cakes for occasions. I don't do it anymore because it got too stressful and too much of a chore. And I stopped baking for a good 2 or 3 years, and it was just not fun anymore. I'm glad I can enjoy it again, and everyone loves when I do bake cakes. So I haven't decided yet what I'm gonna make. I'm thinking something in the theme of coffee and maybe ground almonds or walnuts or maybe tiramisu. We'll see. But something that made my week. Last weekend actually, I was chatting with one of my lovely subscribers and sewing friend Benita, and she said she wants to send something to me, and it arrived today, and it made my week. I couldn't stop smiling when I saw it. Look how amazing this angel is. She crocheted herself. When Alice saw it, her reaction was like, oh wow. So it's just gorgeous. I just can't get over how pretty it is. So it will be hanged over Alice's bed for now, and just to guide her or guard her. I don't know what the proper word for is. I got lovely card with beautiful wishes and beautiful words, and I got a brooch with the sewing machine. So I haven't decided yet where I'm gonna put it. I have one, I think it was a pin in one of the Think Pink subscription boxes. So I have one on my denim jacket, but I'm actually considering putting this one on my grey coat. I have winter grey coat and I have little robin on it, and I think this might go well beside. Or I might find some pretty place to display it so I can see it often. So thank you, Benita. You made my week, and I really appreciate you and all your support. Now, I will check my list because I will forget things because I'm getting old. So, oh, last Sunday actually, Alice and I had the sewing day. We were planning to make a little frog previous week, but we had some problems with her machine. Took me a while to fix it. I fixed it and it broke again when we were sewing. So we made, actually Alice made, I only helped a bit. Alice made a skirt for herself for summer. I will pop the picture above. We had great fun. When I was trying to teach her a bit sewing like 2 years ago, it wasn't really going that well, and we were getting frustrated at each other. I think the problem was Alice was a bit young and I wanted to squeeze too much technical information instead of focusing on the fun, joyful part. So this time I changed the approach and we do treat it as a fun game. So she made a skirt, we had great fun, and we are planning another project, hopefully for this weekend, if not for next one or during a week if we'll have a chance. And due to that, I'm actually thinking about upgrading my machine. So Alice had my old Singer Symphony, and because it broke, there's no point of fixing it because service would cost more than the machine was costed originally. And I'm normally the person who prefers to fix things over getting new ones, but it's 8.5 years old and I used it a lot, and I know the parts inside are worn down. The timing belt needs to be replaced and the bobbin case needs to be replaced, so the overall cost is just not worth it. So Chris and I were talking and we agreed that if Alice will enjoy sewing for next few months as much as it looks like she will, we will give her my Singer Heavy Duty, probably for her birthday in summer, and I will get an upgrade. So I called John in Singer in Waterford and we were chatting, and he suggested through few Janum machines. So I'm almost decided on Sewist 780. He did suggested similar, slightly with more bells and whistle Atelier 3, but I think for almost €400 difference for those few bells and whistles is not worth it. Anyway, so that's one more thing on my list, and something that Jen wanted us to talk about. So Jen usually, maybe not every month, but most months, she suggests some topics to discuss during Friday Sews, and for today she suggested our sewing goals. So I did posted my video about my sewing goals on the 1st of January, but I thought that I would just quickly mention them if you didn't have the chance to watch it, or because I know we all are busy. So my first goal is to do cohesive wardrobe for myself, and I do struggle with it because I prefer sewing for others over sewing for myself. Second is sewing one dress a month for Dress a Girl action organized by Mari from Mari Sews, and I did talk about the action in my fabric haul video from yesterday. And the third goal is to bring to life some of my designs that I drew last summer. So I'm hoping to bring you along for the whole process of doing the pattern and making the garment and doing any alterations if required. So it might be a while before the first video is posted because I have very long list of videos I want to make, and it's hard to actually squeeze in time for sewing, recording and editing. Editing does take a lot of time. I didn't realize that. I'm in awe of anyone who does very extensive editing to their videos, like people who do like very professional tutorials, like Alisa from Thoughtful Creativity. Like, I know she spends a lot of time editing. My fabric haul video took me 4 hours on Tuesday evening just to edit the clips, and then it took me 3 hours on Wednesday evening just to put them together, partially because I accidentally deleted almost finished video, so I had to start over. But it does take time to put the pictures and put the information and even write the description box with all the links and all the necessary information. I don't know how you, but I do like to check the description box before I start watching video, just to know what the video is about, or see any links or things like that. If there's no description, really, I do feel kind of missing out. That's the best option. I do feel that I miss out. So I have few videos plans for next few weeks, so I will let you guys decide what would you like to see first. So I'm planning a video about sewing journals that I have and my opinion about them, so that's the one video. Second video I'm planning is flip through the sewing books I have, and I got 2 more last week. One, oops, sorry, and 2. So that's the 2 videos that aren't really sewing, but they are sewing related. And the third video I have in mind is quick Valentine Day projects. I normally don't celebrate Valentine's Day as a Valentine Day because it's Chris's birthday, so in our family we do celebrate him, but I do like to put some Valentine's decorations, or just do little bits and bobs for friends and family if I have a chance. So let me know what would you like to see first. And I think that's all for today. Thank you to all the subscribers. I thank you for all the comments. Guys, you are making me smile every time when you leave a comment or even a like. Thank you for all the new subscribers, and thank you to everyone who's a returning subscriber. I actually was very surprised because on my last video there was like 78% of people who are subscribed. Like, when you have the overall look of how many people watched your video, 78% of those people were people who subscribed to my channel, which so far I know it's not that usual. Usually it's a half and half, so I'm so grateful you guys are watching my videos. And I wouldn't mind if you will share my channel, because I'm so close to getting to 300 subscribers, and I think that would be great birthday gift, wouldn't it? Anyway, have a lovely day. I hope you will enjoy your weekend and you will get a lot of time sewing. If you have any questions, you can chat me in comments, or you can find me on Instagram. I will leave my Instagram handle down below. Don't forget to clean your machine, change your needles, and happy sewing.